Germany, January 31st, 1933. The nation was struggling. Millions were unemployed. The economy had been devastated by the Great Depression. Political violence filled the streets, and many Germans had lost faith in their democratic government. In this atmosphere of fear and uncertainty, one political leader promised to restore order, rebuild the economy, and make Germany powerful again. His name was Adolf Hitler. Within just 2 years, Germany would transform from a democracy into a dictatorship. This is the story of how Nazi Germany rose between 1933 and 1935. On January 30th, 1933, President Paul von Hindenburg appointed Adolf Hitler as Chancellor of Germany. Many conservative politicians believed they could control him and use his popularity to stabilize the country. They were wrong. Hitler and the Nazi Party moved quickly to consolidate power. Just weeks later, on February 27th, the German parliament building, the Reichstag, caught fire. The Nazi government blamed communist revolutionaries for the attack. Using the crisis as justification, Hitler persuaded President Paul Hindenburg to sign the Reichstag fire decree. The decree suspended many civil liberties, including freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and protections against arbitrary arrest. Thousands of political opponents were detained. In March 1933, another crucial law changed Germany forever. The Enabling Act gave Hitler's government the authority to pass laws without approval from Parliament. Although Germany still appeared to have democratic institutions, real political power had shifted almost entirely into Hitler's hands. Over the following months, opposition parties were banned or dissolved. Trade unions were abolished and replaced by Nazi-controlled organizations. Regional governments lost their independence. Germany had effectively become a one-party state. The Nazi regime also built an enormous propaganda machine. Under Joseph Goebbels, the Ministry of Propaganda controlled newspapers, radio broadcasts, films, books, and public events. Large rallies were carefully organized to project unity, strength, and loyalty. Symbols, uniforms, flags, and dramatic speeches became powerful tools for shaping public opinion. Children joined organizations such as the Hitler Youth, where they received political and ideological instruction from an early age. The government sought to influence nearly every aspect of daily life. At the same time, the regime began targeting groups it considered enemies. Political opponents, including communists and social democrats, were imprisoned. The first concentration camps were established, initially to detain political prisoners. Jewish Germans increasingly faced discrimination. In April 1933, the government organized a boycott of Jewish-owned businesses. Jewish civil servants, lawyers, professors, and other professionals were removed from many public positions. These measures marked the beginning of systematic persecution that would intensify dramatically in the years that followed. Historians now recognize this period as a critical step towards the atrocities of the Holocaust during the Second World War. Between 1933 and 1935, Germany changed with astonishing speed. A democratic republic became a dictatorship. Political opposition was eliminated. Civil liberties disappeared. Propaganda reshaped public opinion. Discriminatory laws targeted entire communities. The rise of Nazi Germany reminds us that democratic institutions can be weakened when fear, economic hardship, political extremism, and the concentration of power go unchallenged. Understanding this history is essential, not to glorify it, but to learn from it. The events of these years stand as a lasting reminder of the importance of protecting democracy, human rights, and the rule of law.